peace. Al-Hajr, and boycotting, 3 days, that's it. A person is praying, that's your brother. Respecting this qibla, respecting the dhabiha. The person is giving zakat, that's your brother in Islam. And we have not been sent to go around asking and investigating. As it relates to the levels of this brotherhood, we have to know about the levels so that we can aspire to be on the highest level. The lowest level of the brotherhood is Adam al-Adha. The lowest level of the brotherhood is that you do not make adha to your Muslim brother or sister. Al-adha means to harm them, to bother them. This is an adha. Afwan ya akhi. This is an adha. This is a light form of it. Cursing him is worse. Making ghiba of him is worse. Lying on him is worse. Rejecting him because of racism. He wants to get married and he's a good brother, inshallah. And you reject him because you're a racist. And that makes a fitna for him in his life. That's the lowest level. That you don't bother me and I don't bother you. Don't put something in the road to bother me, and I don't put something in the road to bother you. إن الذين فتنوا المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثم لم يتوبوا فأولئك إيش الآية؟ إن الذين فتنوا المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثم لم يتوبوا فأولئك فلهم عذاب جهنم ولهم عذاب الحريق. Those people who are fitna for the believing men and believing women, and they don't make tawbah from that fitna that they're causing, they are the people who will go into the hellfire, get the punishment of the hellfire and the nar of the hellfire for making a fitna, the fitna of al-adha. والذين يؤذون المؤمنين والمؤمنات بغير ما اكتسبوا فقد احتملوا إثما وبهتانا عظيما. Those people who annoy the believing men and the believing women with what they are not guilty of, they have brought upon themselves a great buhtan. That ayah was revealed because of the qissatul ifk, when the people accused our mother Aisha radiallahu anha and the companion of Rasulullah used to make jihad, Safwan ibn Mu'attal radiallahu anha, they accused them of making zina. So when you say that a Muslim girl is a fajira without any dalil, a Muslim man is a zani without any dalil, you accuse someone without any dalil, you harm his mother, you harm his father, you harm her husband. The man married the Somalian girl and he's not Somalian. He doesn't know the culture, he doesn't know how it goes. It didn't work, they get divorced. He goes and tells people why he divorced her, and makes a fadiha for the girl and her family. That's adha. So I ask you, brothers, and I ask you this by Allah, I ask you by Allah to be honest with yourselves. There are a group of people who say Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his companions all apostated after him except 5 or 6. That's their diqqah. Except 5 or 6. And his wives were prostitutes. Aisha radiallahu anha, according to them, when Rasulullah would go to make jihad, the Jews would be lined up outside her door, her back door. When Rasulullah leaves the house, she's opening the door for them to come one by one to have fahisha with her. Ask you by Allah, how are you going to ask me to cooperate with those people? If someone said that about my mother who's a non-Muslim right now, I'm going to deal with him. Lie on my mother and say my biological mother did that? Definitely Aisha wouldn't do something like that. Person says Abu Bakr and Umar are homosexuals. They were homosexuals, and you tell me, no, we have to cooperate with them? Al-Islam, unity. Wallahi, that's not the unity that the companions understood. Allah orders you to slaughter the cow. They said that cow is Aisha. That cow is symbolic, it's Aisha. Yawm al-Qiyamah, when our Mahdi al-Muntadhir, when he comes, he's going to raise Aisha out of the grave and put the hadd of zina on her. And you're telling me, let's be united with them? Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman and Ali and Ukasha and Bilal and Usaamah and Zayd Did they understand that ayat the way those people understood that ayat? So before that's adha to Aisha, that's adha to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because what you're saying is he didn't know who was around him. He didn't know who to choose to write the Quran. He chose Kuffar, Muawiyah, to write the Quran. He's a kafir. So the lowest level of the brotherhood, ikhwani, is don't annoy your Muslim brother. This is a masjid. Al-Kamal is lillahi ta'ala. People are trying to make an effort. Give the Muslims a place to pray. You can't please all of the people all of the time. There are some people from the community who all they do is complain. Whatever masjid you go to, they are not builders. They just complain. Look what you're doing. You're not doing this. Why you go do it? That's how they are. Ya akhi, don't make adha. If you can't help, then be quiet. As the Prophet used to tell the people. He told the man, Kuffa anka hada. Hold your tongue. If you can't help, don't harm. Help the people by being quiet. That's the lowest level of the brotherhood. The second level, ikhwani, are the darajat of the brotherhood, higher than that level. The second one is the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is one of the most difficult hadith to practice in the dunya. But if we practiced it, wallahi, the problems that we have as an ummah are going to be raised up. Illa in yasha Allah. He says sallallahu alaihi wasallam, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه في الرواية من الخير. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه من الخير. None of you is a real true believer until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. It's a difficult ayat, a hadith to follow. If we practice this, our problems will be destroyed. Illa insha'Allah. I don't want you making ghiba about me, so I shouldn't make ghiba about you. I don't want you coming asking, how did I purchase my new car? Having su'adhan. Is it with riba? Is it with finance? And did I steal it? So I shouldn't also come and ask those questions about you. I don't want you disrespecting my honor, looking at my wife, so I shouldn't look at your wife. I definitely don't want one of you to come and to take my daughter and run away and elope and marry her without my permission, because if I catch you, I'm going to break your neck. You guys are laughing? I would say wallahi, but I'm not going to swear by the ma'asi of Allah. So since I don't want you taking my daughter, I shouldn't take your daughter and run off. Love for your brother what you love for yourself. My son, I want him to marry from that family, and I don't want them to look at me and reject my son based upon frivolous issues, racism and jahiliyyah. So I shouldn't do it to his son when he comes to me to get married. We're not like that. We're mutaffifun. We are mutaffifun. Waylun lil mutaffifin. That's what we are. We want all of our haqq in full, but we don't want to give the people their haqq. Double standards. That's the next level. It takes more effort to love for your brother what you love for yourself. Finally, ikhwani, as it relates to the darajat of al-ukhuwah, the highest level of al-ukhuwah, what we should aspire for and try to hit, is a new word for some of you, inshallah. And that word is al-ithar. 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 Let me hear you say that. Al-ithar. Say it together, ikhwan. One jama'ah. Al-ithar. Good job. Al-ithar. What is al-ithar? That's a new word you have to put in your vocabulary. Everyone here has to learn Arabic language. Everyone. It is the source. It is the key. Someone comes and tells me, there's a Somalian brother, he has a lot of knowledge. I say, does he know Arabic? They say, no. I say, I don't know about that. You have to know this Arabic language because it is the key. So everyone has a responsibility to learn this language.